Talk Philly, everyone. Have you seen this? Philadelphia Style magazine with actress Emmy Rossum on the cover. Emmy talks about filming her latest movie entitled Dare right here in Philadelphia. It's about three very different teenagers in their last semester of high school and their experiences of teen romance with a decidedly modern spin placed on it. It's writer David Brin's feature film debut. David joins us right now. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. You
a Philly guy.
Yes.
Back home. You went to what? Friends Central?
Went to Friends Central for high school.
Right.
Yeah. Grew up in Society Hill.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, you, in 2004, you and your directing partner, Adam Salke, shot a 16-minute short. Is that correct? Here in Philadelphia?
Here in Philly, yeah.
And how did that turn into this feature film?
Well, the short did really well by us. So we played about 50 film festivals with that short around the world. And while I was on set filming that short, there was a very specific moment with Alexa, who played, Emmy Rossum plays her in the feature, and she was a peripheral character in the short, but it kind of, that character took on a new life for me during the filming of that short, and I began to wonder what was going on in her head, who she was, and so I started writing the feature script immediately after we made the short.
Let's talk about the new life for her and Dare. I saw it as, I guess, three teenagers taking chances on trying to find out who they are or maybe who they are not.
I think
Tell us about it.
You're absolutely right. I think it's about role-playing in a lot of ways. It's about three kids who are sick of being pigeonholed. We've got these types that are kind of the archetypal high school characters. The good girl who wants to break out of her shell, the outsider who's kind of struggling with his sexuality, among other things, and then the rich kind of bad boy who seems to have it all. And basically, the three of them in their last semester of high school each kind of break out of that shell. They each take a risk to try on a different identity and to varying degrees of success, as you saw.
Oh, no doubt about it.
So it's about these three kids learning that even if they don't have true connection right now, that connection is possible, and that they're not only what they appear to be. So
with that being said, it's a fictional story, but based in reality.
Absolutely based in reality. Certainly, I pulled things from my own experience growing up here in Philly. So, but of course, it's a fictional story at the end of the day. You've got to write what you know. And so it was exciting to come back here and shoot, actually at Friends Central, my high school, which I love. And we shot all over, the main line, Center City. It was exciting to shoot here.
Let's go over the characters very briefly. Give me a sentence or two about each one. Let's start with Emmy. Why Emmy for this role?
Emmy had a very unique focus to her. Emmy's very ambitious and very smart. And what she brought to Alexa was both the calculated nature of Alexa, who's a very ambitious young girl who wants to become an actress, but she also has a real rawness and a vulnerability underneath it that she's not afraid to show.
Ashley Springer as Ben.
Yes, Ashley, newcomer, relative newcomer to the scene. Ashley has this kind of awkwardness that's both charming and really uncomfortable to watch. And I think that's very true to life with these kind of characters who are outsiders and who very much feel like an outsider.
And Zach as Johnny Drake. A very complicated character.
Yes, very complicated. I mean, Zach Gilford brought a real vulnerability and a sensitivity to this character that we all kind of think we know, who's just seems like a real jerk, seems like not a good guy, and really he has a lot going on beneath the surface. Zach has an incredible vulnerability and sensitivity that people really relate to. I think he really astonishes people with his performance.
Oh, no doubt about it. And a guy stars in the film. Sandra Bernhard is in the film as well. You had a wonderful cast to work with. David, we're proud of you. Local boy continues to do well.
Thank you, Yuki. It's a pleasure.
Continued success to you. Thanks for stopping by. And a reminder, the film opens December the 4th, this Friday. Pat, over to you.